Ghost stories from a seer. Spirit story. The flickering light. Ooh. I was doing a session on a very, very good friend of mine whose husband had unfortunately passed away. I knew that the husband had a very dominant color that he chose to come in with. It was a very, very radiant blue color. There's all different kinds of messaging that spirits like to give. Sometimes it's through an animal, through an insect, through a color, through a shape, through a piece of art, but this one just so happened to be resonating in color. I asked my friend, I said, when you wake up in the morning, when you're rubbing your eyes, and do you see anything out of the corner of your eyes, or do you see anything unique happening in the space? She says, well, I do feel like the room is like filling up with blue. And then I got really excited because I knew exactly what she was talking about, and the energy in the room got really excited because now we're in communication. I said, your husband is very intelligent and he keeps on trying to communicate to you through electromagnetic energy. Eyes get really wide and she says, Kimo, she goes, there is a light in my house that will not stop flickering. She says it's not the light bulb, it's the actual light. And it only started happening after he passed and all these things are going on. And then she sent me a video of that one light flickering and flickering and flickering and flickering. I explained it's not just flickering, there's actually a message within that. Not Morse code, but a message. Then she decides to start to communicate, and what is that going to be like? It also feels a little crazy because you're talking to a light, but if you are already talking to spirits, then it's already a little crazy anyway. Might as well talk to a light. And then she sends me a photo of the following thing. This is where the lights are, and the light behind my head was the flickering light. But look at the color of the light when it's not flickering. It's blue. Not only is it blue, but when it plays through the lens of the camera, all the reflections of the light, ooh, can you see it? Are also blue. Instead of saying, oh, this just must be some anomaly, I look at it as all signaling and all evidence. You might be in direct communication right now with the spirit and not even know it because you're not paying attention to the signs and the evidence around you. Sometimes a skeptic will say to me, well, that's not real, but I'm looking at the energy and the spirit and the information that's standing around them at the time, and I'm like, well, if only you could see what I see.